What does her work matters mean to you?
Two Black women navigating their journeys, sharing their experiences,
creating a safe space,
and being authentic.
Rooted in abundance and evolution.
Welcome to the pod.
Hey everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Her Work Matters. So we have another guest.
We got another guest, y'all.
So excited.
We have Nikisha Mock. She is the owner of I Make Pretty Drinks here in Greensboro.
Yes.
And she also is a social worker. And y'all know it is Social Work Month and it's Women's History Month. So what better way to do it? Okay?
We got all the women.
All the women.
Get into it.
Okay. Yes. So, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. How are you doing?
I'm
Because I haven't seen you forever, so I just,
I
you know,
know.
how you doing? Like, you know, people know.
Yeah, it's actually been like over a year. Well, no, we had we met at
Oh,
the
yeah,
dinner
we
thing.
did.
But like as far as the work goes,
Yeah.
and then you don't know this, but we was at a dinner for our supervisor's we was at lunch for her last day, and I was waiting on the call from the job that I currently had, and I had given up. We was just like literally we was sitting at the table, we were talking about it, and I was like, y'all, it's been 2 months, like I'm just not even hyped. And no lie, the phone rang
Literally, as
like
we talking
10
about
minutes after we have this conversation. So I'm getting up, I'm running outside, and she comes outside.
Oh my goodness!
And then we like, I'm giving her the thumbs up. We out there screaming. We done scared the folks at the restaurant.
Yes! Because when I say, just give y'all a little background. I used to work with Nikisha at my second big girl job, as I like to refer to it. And y'all know that's the job where I was going through it and I had to go. And Nikisha, when I say Nikisha was the best help, first of all, she was the first person I told at my job that I was like, I think I'm gonna have to leave. And she was like, leave, do what you gotta do. And I was so scared to leave, but when she was like, leave, I was like, well, I could go. I can really go because I really admire her, and she was somebody who helped me from the start being there and like being like my mentor, and like I really appreciated her. And so for me, I was like, dang, I don't want to go, but I feel like I have to. But I didn't know what to do, and so I'm like, I'm talking to her about it. She was like, if you feel like you need to go, because it was getting bad. And so I was so happy for her to be able to leave too, because I know we both was trying to leave, and I had to go. And I know when she got there, I was just so happy for her. I was like, Lord, thank you. We made it. We made it.
He was going down through it.
Yeah, like, okay, let me ask you this. As a social worker, do you feel like there are, not like to go too much into what we used to do, but like certain jobs that you feel like you need to be a little more prepared for? Because I feel like I was not, I don't feel like I was fully 100% prepared for that. Like,
I know that.
Not like you help, like I'm not saying like on y'all, I'm just saying like get into it, and it's like,
Oh.
yeah.
So, like, you know, for me, I feel like social work, we are underappreciated. A lot of times people overlook us. I'm actually going through a little bit of that now on my current job. You don't know about this, so I'll tell you later. But I think social workers get put on the spot a lot, right? And then it's like, ooh, when you're an undergrad, everybody talks about the job we had. It is the place to be. It is, I mean, I did my internship at a different one, and it was competitive, so much so that we had like big panel interviews, 2 major schools, A&T and UNCG, competing for these spots. And so you think, oh gosh, you know,
This was be it.
yeah, like if I get this, I have arrived. And what you have arrived into is a whole trauma on trauma on trauma.
Okay.
Man, that really is like, that's it, y'all. I don't have no word, because that's it. Like, it is trauma, because it's like you go in there and like when they tell you when you graduate undergrad, you feel like you finna come in with your superhero cape. You do. And baby, they would snatch the bag off you so fast. They be done jacked you up by your cape.
And choked you out.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
Lay down, try again.
And I do appreciate having you on that journey, because honestly afterwards I was like, I don't know if I want to do social work anymore, because I was like, this is bad. And if this is what I gotta do, I don't want it.
I don't want
it because this is too much for me. And I was like, well, dang, if Nikisha can do it, I can do it. But it's like everybody has their own stuff. So like, she had been working there for years, and when I had got there, it was different. It was different. So what I was going through, I'm like, this what you been? Absolutely not. And like she would tell me like, no, this is not how it was. This is not how it was. And I feel like I had to just leave there to see something differently because I didn't know for sure I was gonna be like in the field at all. Cause I just was like, what if this is what social work is? This is draining, and like this can't be good for my mental. And I'm trying to help other people, but I'm not okay. How am I gonna do that?
And you know what? I told you a lot that I feel like y'all came in at a time where we really was trying to rebuild from being just bombarded with work, right? When I came in, I ain't gonna lie, it was tough. It was, but everybody was more supportive. We had like a really good group of social workers, so that made a difference. And having our amazing supervisor, obviously.
Shout out to her.
But I'm starting to realize the longer I'm in the field, no matter what aspect of social work you go into, because I'm in a lot of social work groups, like on social media, a lot of us get there and like, what did I do? What did I get myself into? Is this what I spent all these years in school for? Like, they don't want to pay me. And if they do pay me, they want me to give my arm, my leg, and my firstborn kid. Like, it's a very rewarding job. Can't take that away from any of it, but you have to be a special type of person.
You really gotta be built for it. You have to be built for it.
You do. And I think for me, when you talk about undergrad social work and like real life social work, we was not, I know for me and Zharyia, because we was in the same class together, we was hearing the things. We were not told about all these different experiences, all these different people, all these different traumas. Like, yes, we talked about secondhand trauma, but you're not telling me how I gotta deal with it, and I still gotta work. Yes, I was presented with this case, and this child done been through something I've been through. Now I'm triggered, and I still gotta go about my day and be present to them, and I'm trying to work on myself internally, and it's just a lot. It's a lot to juggle. And I think for us, especially going straight into social work, fresh into COVID. That was really the straw that broke the camel's back for a lot of people, because it was like we're all going through something. And
we got bombarded straight after school. We did. We walked right into the fire. We walked into the fire. Yes, and like you said, in our undergrad experience, like, baby, I remember talking about mental health. These jobs, they don't care about the mental health.
And
y'all telling me to take a mental health. How y'all want to
They love to preach, self-care. But self-care when I got to work at 8 and I didn't get home till midnight or later. You know?
You want me to be back tomorrow.
At 8. Right back. And heaven forbid you're on call. Not to delve too much. But this is something I'll never forget. And I don't know if you were there yet or not. But I was on call. It was a Saturday. And I'm thinking, all right, it ain't gonna be too bad. So I get the first call and I have to go. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be easy. I'll go deal with this, and then I'll go to the office to do paperwork. I might as well stick around because I don't live in the same area where I was working. And I was literally out on calls all day. It normally don't happen like that when you're on call, but that particular day. And so I finally got back home at I remember like it was yesterday. I finally got home about 7:30. I had stopped and got me some food. So I'm sitting down, I done got in some comfortable clothes, getting ready to eat my food, and the phone rang. And I'm like, all right, it's gonna be okay. I'm still trying to be
shift my perspective.
And when the person that was on the phone, first of all, we know her because she used to work there too. And when she said the mother's name, I was like, nope. I started putting my clothes back on. I knew what it was. So y'all, literally after being out in the field all day, had to drive back to work, have to try to find her, which took me about 45 minutes. I find her and it's a mess. Like, so at this point, you know what's going down.
Yeah.
Myself and the manager, we got back home, I lied to you not, at 5:30 a.m. the next day.
I do remember this.
And that's the type of stuff that they don't tell you in school.
No.
They don't tell you
They do.
when
No.
in the interviews. They don't tell you that you whole life might be stuck out here for almost
All they
24
say
hours.
is, we're going to give you extra pay for on call. The extra pay that I don't see.
That I don't
Because
see.
it's so small and spread out.
And then you don't really explain to me what on call is until it's time for me to be on call. And now this is when I really get to the. Cause child, my first time being on call, I was like, Lord, this phone better not. This phone better not. Child, this is really gonna be the last time I'm ready to count back because it was so much. I feel like I leaned on Nikisha so much in the beginning of me being a baby social worker. Cause I was like, I don't know. How are you doing it? And then I would feel bad for needing time off. Nikisha, girl, take that time. Take that time. They gonna be here when you get back. Take that time.
They are.
And I feel like I needed that. You don't get a lot of supportive Black women in these type of fields. I have learned. I have been gracious to have. I had great supervisors and peers and stuff like that. But I do know that everybody doesn't have that. So when I find people like that, I do cling to them because, girl, might not find another one. I might not find another one. And I really do appreciate you for being that person for me because, yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I did not know what I was doing, and I was like, Lord, I want to be a good social worker, but how? And then it's like I would be talking to DeAisha about stuff that I'm going through. It's like, well, we're going through the same stuff.
So
like
you
this
did the same thing, just somewhere different. Okay.
I'm like, Lord, we both going through it on different places. Like, we can't help each other. We can't help each other if we both in the storm.
We both in the storm.
So it's like you kind of do look for those people that have been in it a little longer to kind of guide you. And so I'm grateful to have found somebody who was in it and was willing to do it. Because like I said, everybody's not willing to do that. So to find somebody that is you better appreciate them. You better appreciate them.
I'm just glad I could be that. And I feel like that part is part of my calling to teach other social workers.
When I say you're so good at that, I'm talking about Nikisha. I'd be like, well, I heard how to do this, and she gonna tell me about 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. That was easy. That was easy because what they was telling me to read in this book, talking about looking to me.
Forget everything to anybody that's thinking about social work. Forget the stuff in the manual that these jobs give you. Because it's not real.
Child,
It's not real.
Okay.
It's not real.
So I do want to get into Miss I Make Pretty Drinks.
Yes.
Your bartender. Yes, because I love that, you know, sometimes I be dealing with like I am a social worker and I'm like I also have a personal life. I'm trying to figure out what that look like.
Right.
And so I like that you embrace both. Like it's very known that you a social worker and yes, I'm a bartender.
Yes.
I make pretty drinks, period.
Yes.
And so I just want to know a little bit like how you guys started. What made you like get into bartending? Like how did all this start?
So we used to have like a big friend group and the cousins, and anytime we would get together, I always end up making the drinks. That's just something that oh, Keisha gonna make the drinks. So I was sitting there thinking one day, I was like, you know what? I keep seeing these bartending schools. Not you really, if I don't know if anybody knows this, but you don't have to go to bartending school to get jobs or to do what I do with my business. But I wanted to know the things that I didn't know, like the North Carolina ABC laws and the pours and all that stuff. So I decided to do that in 2019. And then after that, I'm sitting in these classes with people and they have businesses already. So I'm like, I can do that. Okay. I was like, so, okay. There's, and my thing was, it's not just a drink. It's got to look like, ooh, I want to drink that.
An experience.
And it was actually the teacher of the bartending school that was like, I said, he was like, what's your passion with the drinks? I said, they got to be pretty. He was like, that's it, man. You make pretty drinks. I was like,
It does.
So it started off small. I was just like, all right, everybody on social media. So I'm gonna start posting. And when I be looking back on the pictures,
It's the journey.
It be like that.
It's the journey, though. It's the journey.
For real. It be like that. It be like,
Okay, that was
I'll put that up there.
Okay. Did I try?
Okay. And that was a lot of effort. You actually put it
And it was like, oh, this look nice. So I started off with making like frozen freeze pops and Capri Sun bags, but I called them adult Capri Sun bags. And then a couple people was like, oh, you do that. And this was, disclaimer, this was before I knew all the things that you cannot do with alcohol in North Carolina. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Take that as you got.
But right after that, COVID, right? All the bars closed. Everything closed. So what happened to I Make Pretty Drinks? Took off. And I'm so like thankful for that.
Yes.
Because it was people that I didn't know. And when they say your biggest supporter will be a stranger, they are not lying. And it's sad to say that because like it's like, you know, all these people that know me personally, whether it's from a small hometown or just know me in general, they weren't checking for pretty drinks at first.
They never
They
are.
never are.
No shade.
They never are.
Because a lot of them did, you know, but still, it was just like, wow, these people don't know me.
Yeah.
And they're giving me reviews.
And you know me in real life.
You ain't saying nothing.
And they're hiring me. I'm showing up at their homes for their weddings, for their children's party. Like it has gone so far, and I'm so grateful. I'm thankful to God for it. It's fun. Like social work stresses me out, and then I get to go get people drunk. So you know, I really enjoy what I do sometimes. Sometimes I be like, I'm tired. Do I want to keep on? Because now my career has taken a different turn. I went to grad school. I, you know, do what I do now, and it's completely different from before, and it's draining on a different level. So I've taken a step back. Not that I wanted to, but it's just like this too much.
Yeah.
You know,
Balance.
you need to you need to figure out how you can fit this all in. But let me tell y'all, the blessing in that, I don't pay for promo. I post, but not like I used to, and I'm still booked and busy. So, yeah. So I Make Pretty Drinks is here to stay. Might not be on the scene as much as I used to be, but
you still get
I'm doing
people
it.
are still checking for you.
They
Even
are.
when you have to take a step back, people are still showing up for you.
They are.
Like that is amazing
So
to see.
thank
When
you.
like that is the amazing thing. It's like you've worked so hard. Because how many years have you been making drinks?
This year will be 5 years in business.
5 years.
Yeah.
And now you said you have to actually take a step back, but people are still wanting it.
Like, the demand is
So
still
like the
there.
work that you've been putting in all this time, and now that you do have to like take a step back, it's like it's not. It would have been different if it was like year 2 and had to take a step back. It might have been different. Where it's like year 5, it's like I have to take a step back, but people still know who I am. My name is still out there.
I'm still here.
My name is still out there. Like I feel like that's great because I feel like it's hard. It is hard to kind of balance when you. I feel like for us social workers, career and your own personal stuff, especially when you're building your own personal brand and business, it's hard because that takes so much. So much. I be like, Lord, what else do you need from me?
What else? I post every day.
That's what I'm saying. What else do you need from me? But I do really like, because sometimes I do be like, Lord, I just don't have it today. But it's like, who else gonna show up for your stuff if it's not you?
That's it.
Like, you have to. And seeing other people that do it, it's like, you're able to do it. Especially like, I ain't got no kids, nothing. She has kids. You know her kids are older. Like, she got kids, but if she can do it, girl, get up. Get up. Like, get up. You being lazy now. This is just being lazy. And I just think a lot of people don't see that. Like, when people talk about their social work careers, they only talk about that. They don't talk about other stuff they got going on. Like, do you really know your social worker? Like, people really don't be knowing. They don't know us for real. Like, they don't know us for real. Like, what y'all get to see, like, yeah, that is us, but like, y'all don't know us for real.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wanted to like have you come on here and be able to show that, because like you do have your own business, but you also still, you have 2 careers. That's how I see
Right.
it. She got 2 careers. You got your personal and you have one that you pursue through school.
Yeah.
And so I just think that's great for people to see, because a lot of people feel like you have to choose one, or it's like, well, one ain't gonna work, so I just gotta pick which one I feel like is gonna
Right.
get me the best. And it's like, I don't feel like, for some people it may, but for me personally, social work is not a hobby. So I need something to take my mind off all the stress.
Yeah.
So I have to have other outlets.
Too heavy.
That's what I'm saying. I need other outlets, and maybe if it's a drink, I'm gonna have one or two.
Yes. And you know, I used to, I can't remember if I told you this, but I also am an author. I'm a published author. So I have 4 books on Amazon. I used to really love to write. It was therapeutic, but social work again.
Self-published girl.
Yeah. 4 books. 4. I have a 3-book series. It's called Love Me or Leave Me Alone. And then the 4th book is my baby, the one that I really love. It's a full-length novel, and it's called Imperfect Rhythm. So, yeah. And they're all on Amazon.
Y'all hear this?
Did y'all see this?
We about to start a book club.
Okay, do y'all see this?
Shameless
Like,
plug.
I just, girl, I really am like, wow, like you do so much. Like, I think I said this to everybody, like, but you make it look good. I feel like people always make it look good. When you're not next, you're just like, girl, you make it look good though.
I
Like,
wish
you do so much.
I wish I had the drive to write like I used to, but what happened was I used to write. It was therapeutic. It was fun. And then I entered into this book world that I don't know if y'all know about, but like some of your favorite authors, like, I can't think of any right now, but we all were in the same circle, right? So with that came the readers. With that came popularity. I've never been Miss Popularity. So I'm putting out these quality books. I'm putting my all into these books, and then the numbers are not what they should be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you will read.
Yeah.
No shade.
None.
No,
Any other author.
no.
However, I know my quality work.
I know
And
what
y'all won't even give me a chance because I'm not popular. So that was a little, disheartening. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, like this,
Yeah.
and I feel like it'd be like that with some of the spaces. It'd be like that. Like we talked about that on one of our episodes, and we was like, "This not the content y'all want to see for real."
No.
Like, let's be for real.
Let's be for real.
Y'all want to be messy. Y'all don't want to be held accountable. Like, you want to just be able to live your life, and somebody be like, "Yeah, girl, that's right," even if it's wrong. And that's just not what this is, because we don't even do that for each other.
Right.
So it's like, if that's the case, then we're not with no popularity.
And that's fine.
And that's
And that's
fine,
fine.
because that's not what I'm here to do anyway. Like, I'm here for the people that
Are
need
here for
this.
me.
Yes. Like, if this is for you, it's for you. Just like same way, whatever I take it, whatever is for me, is for me. So I go to each their own, but some people, we're gonna leave that where that's at. We gonna leave that where that's at. But we want also to let you plug your stuff so everybody can find you and know where they can get in contact with you and when they do want to book you. And also, if you have any advice for anybody that's looking to start a business or looking to maybe become a social worker or anything, like,
Ooh, that's a lot.
look at that. That's the lot.
Okay, so first, I am the owner and CEO of I Make Pretty Drinks. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at I Make Pretty Drinks, or you can email me imakeprettydrinks@gmail.com, or you can call me at 984-464-0438.
All the way.
Either way, I'm very responsive. I'm not one of those like you trying to book a bartender and then it take you a week to respond, because I know what that feels like, when somebody
Customer
does that to me.
service.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so
that's why they still coming back, because of the quality. The quality.
yeah,
And the drink be drinking, y'all.
and another thing too, let me say this real quick about mobile bartending, because that's what this is. A lot of people are getting into this now, and I'm for it. Like the presence of Black people in the bartending business when 2020 hit, it just went through the roof, right? However, anybody can pour up a drink, but what are you really getting? Are you getting the experience? Are you just your homeboy, your homegirl, just, that's why you book a bartender. And then they say, how much? Maybe you're going to, do you know what we go
pay
through?
for this.
I mean, you got
The price is the price.
It is.
But you know, all jokes aside, though, like when you book a bartender, you're not just booking somebody to just show up and serve your guests drinks. I'm bringing the ambiance. I'm bringing all the things, the garnishes, the table setup,
Myself.
You know, most events are about 4 hours. Some might be a little bit more, but I'm arriving 2 hours early because I need to be set up and in place before your guests get there. And I don't charge you for the setup, and then I gotta shut down. And then if you're not local to me,
I gotta go.
That's a lot.
Hey, but it's the experience. And I've been blessed enough so far to not have any bad press, bad reviews. You know, because I just know, like, I would want somebody to show up for me that way, so I'm showing up for them because they could have hired anybody.
Exactly. That's what I say with everything. I'm gonna show up how I want y'all to show up for me.
Right.
That's the same type of service I expect you to give for me. That's what I'm gonna give to you.
Absolutely.
And y'all hear? She got to travel. She's setting it up for you, make it look good.
Okay.
Now some of them are just showing up with, you know, no shade to them.
The Walmart table.
That's what I'm saying. No shade to them.
Yeah.
But like she said, it's an experience, and when you are wanting a good experience, you will pay for it. Listen,
I know I will.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I will pay for
Quality.
it. I want quality. I want the best of the best because I want to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like this ain't no just, you know, oh, I just need whatever. No, like if this is serious, like don't be playing. Like I'm not playing with y'all. Don't be playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all.
Yeah.
This is not no play.
Yeah, so I make pretty drinks, your weddings, your corporate events, your family reunions. Ooh, I just booked a really big family reunion this year. I'm so excited because I've been wanting somebody to allow me to do that. I have a sweet 16 party tomorrow, which is going to be excellent. So it's like, it doesn't have to always be alcohol.
Yes, and she makes some
the
pretty
mocktails.
Mocktails be so pretty. I
Okay,
like this when she do the smoke with them for little kids. That be so cute. I love it. Cause the kids want experience too. Like that's why I like that you do that, because it's like most time like that is like an adult thing, but like, you know, kids want to experience little things too, and it don't have to be extravagant. It can be something that's simple, but they still get to feel like, you know, ooh, like,
I'm included.
Okay, I'm included. My mama did that for me. There's pretty drinks out here for me.
And they go
for my little birthday party.
They go above and beyond for these
Yes.
parties, because I did a graduation party about 2 years ago, and it was. I stood back and looked at the setup like, dang girl. And then like the you know, the people that do the big beautiful like decorations, I don't do that. I can't do that. Even her workers was like, it's pretty already, you ain't finished. And I was like, oh no, like I'm honored. Like, you know, so
people taking notice. I feel like, and like it shows, like you said, like you've been doing this for 5 years, and people, they still booking, they still want you, like, and like you said, you're even expecting now you're getting to do family reunion. So it's like, you can see the growth in what you've been doing. Her work matters, y'all.
Okay.
Her work matters.
Period.
Thank you so much for this. I was so excited about you coming, because I just feel like, you know, it's of course like me here talking, but like we're the same age, so I just like to have a different range, because I know like people like to see themselves in other people. And I know you are a great person, so you won't feel me come on here on no mess either. I already know Nikisha is about her business now. She be about her business, so I really do appreciate you for everything, really, like as far as even when I was working that job to now.
I appreciate
Even to now, because Nikisha showed up now when my new job. She was one of my references for my new job. So I thank you.
Yes, thank you for having me. Oh, I forgot. Anybody looking to get into social work. First of all, don't be scared. It doesn't matter if you're the of age that normally get into undergrad. I was not a traditional student, and I went back. For the non-traditional students like me, you might be trying to balance work, you might be trying to balance family, you might be trying to balance children. I did all that. And they saw me do that. So when they tell the story of how they grew up, they're like, I saw my mom work 2 jobs. I saw my mom go to school. Like, there were times, y'all know, like, I'm going over time, but.
Oh, you good. Are you good?
I had a job, not going to say the name because a lot of people know it was a call center. And when they hired us, they were like, oh yeah, if you want to go back to school, we work with you. So I was already in school and I was like, okay, well, cool. Okay, let's go.
Sure.
So the first 2 semesters, they was good. Like, they adjusted my schedule just enough so that I could do what I need to do. Well, come that 3rd semester, they wanted to be, easy, right? And I was like, got y'all. They had this system where you put your time in ahead of time, like you schedule it. I scheduled 2 hours every Tuesday and Thursday. So I would have drive time to get to campus, do my class, and drive time to get back. And I said, y'all not stopping me because I came this far and this call center is not where I want to be forever. So I did what I had to do. The next year, they weren't fooling with it at all. I quit. I prayed to God. I said, God got me, y'all. 2 kids in school. I quit. I got a part-time job at a retail store. That's all I had. Y'all, I made it through my last year and a half of undergrad on a part-time retail job and student loans and grants. That's how I made it. So when I say God got me through, He got me through, y'all. So don't ever think that, why do these storms keep coming? Why do these things keep getting in my way? They're getting in your way because He's preparing you for greater. So please keep going. And then you get out there in the workforce and you're like, I don't like it here. So I want to do something different. Go back to school. The job that we had, and both of you know this, they were not like school friendly. No. So I had to do what I had to do, and the blessing in that was COVID, because the program that I found, it was 1 weekend a month on campus, the rest online. But the first year, it was all online because of COVID. See how it worked out. Yeah. And I could have went to grad school before that because I tried and I didn't get in. And I was devastated. I was so devastated. And that's another tidbit. I was naive when I started applying for grad school. I thought I graduated cum laude. My grades is it. I'm it, girl. Okay. So I'm going to apply to this one program because I know I got this. Y'all, when I got that letter in the mail, y'all talking about crash? Look, I might cry because I was like, "What you mean?" So literally the next day, I'm on the phone. What I need some answers. You know what I was told? And I'm not gonna say the names, but there were 50 slots between 2 major schools and over 200 applicants. First of all, 2 major schools, 50 slots. What was the thought process in that?
How?
Right.
Schools are so big.
Okay.
How?
So then they were like, well, it came down to we had to take the best of the best as far as the essays. I'm a writer. What was wrong with my essay?
What's wrong with the essay?
Yeah. So I went through all the emotions and then I was like, all right, whatever. So what I do, I kept being a worker bee in that same old job that was killing us slowly every year. And then me and I love her to death. We made it undergrad, but remember, I'm older, right? But we just kind of clicked. And we always said we would do grad school together. So she moved, and the school where she lives, it was like, this is set up for the working adult. And so I still did the crazy job. And 1 weekend a month, I would spend the whole weekend down, because it was out of state. So I said all that to say, if social work is what you want to do, it's going to seem hard, but it's nothing that you can't do. And you have to be willing to do the work. Please don't get into social work thinking, oh, this just, I can just, these people don't matter. I'm just here for a paycheck. We don't need more social workers like that. We need social workers that
we do not.
Correct.
We do not.
So please, if it's what you want to do, make it because it's a passion that you want to do, and do that. Because the reward is in seeing those families that wouldn't have had anything if it weren't for you. seeing those people that were homeless and you connected them so they're not on the streets anymore. Seeing that family who, it happened to me, would not have had any food for Thanksgiving if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
Right? That's why you do social work. So please just, if you're thinking about doing it, come on over, because we need more of us. Okay. We need people that look like us, representing us.
Absolutely.
Women and men.
We need more of the fellas. Come
That's
on
what I'm
out.
saying.
Yes,
Because there are men that need to see someone that looks like them.
Yes, absolutely. So, yes, social workers, we need y'all.
Girl,
that was good. That was good. I learned your whole story right
Yeah,
there.
that's why I say yes. Like you just.
That can apply for anything in life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything
really
like
good.
you just named everything that you had to go through and you still made it. So
here.
like you said, if you want to do it, you're gonna do it.
Absolutely.
Like you're going to do it.
I worked on a job for 6 years before I knew that I was gonna continue social work, because I had went to school right after high school, didn't like it. It was social work then, but whatever. So I was on this job for 6 years. This supervisor came in 3 years into my 6. I taught her how to be my supervisor. She comes in and decides she don't like me. Truthfully, she don't like people that look like me. Just being real. So she, I have been asking her, because I'm ready now to go back to school. I have been asking her, can you adjust my schedule 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening, just so I can have that cushion to go to school? She refused to do it. Well, she ended up finding some loophole and fired me, y'all. Fired me. But I'm going to tell you again how God works. When she fired me, I got online and enrolled at DTCC. I was like, I'm going to start slow. I'm going to go to the community college. But she was keeping me back from that. And when you get fired, and this is another tidbit if you don't know this, you can have a hearing for unemployment. And you get to state your side of it. The employer gets to state their side of it. When I knew she messed up was she was telling the adjudicator that I had broke a policy. And so the adjudicator asked a couple of questions. Has she ever broken this policy before? No. Is this policy someplace posted? No. Have you ever had any type of issues with her and her performance before? No. So if it wasn't posted, how was she supposed to know that it was a policy that she was breaking? Run me my money, and I'm going to school.
Y'all just set me up. Thank you.
Thank you for the setup. I missed the shot, but the layup, I got that.
Thank you for the assist, baby. And one.
A lot of things came over and over and over, and I made it. I'm here.
Girl,
First person on my mother's side of the family to graduate college. I lost her when I was 17, so she didn't get to see it. My dad was super proud of me. I was a daddy's girl, y'all. He died a year before I graduated undergrad. So like, I could have threw in the towel in and like,
but you did.
My kids was looking at me, so you got to
and you went on to start your own business. And you went on to get your master's.
Preparing for this beast of a licensure exam later this year.
She got to be like and do y'all see the material? Like, this is Black Women's Magic at its finest. Like, I'm serious. Like, do you see? Because like you said, you had kids that were looking at you, but you didn't be like, well, I can't leave my job because I got kids. You said, I need to get this degree because I'm trying to get in a better position. So I'm gonna leave the job.
Okay.
And that is like, you really have to like make the decisions like that. Like, am I gonna stay here and just stay where I'm at because I do have the kids, or am I gonna take that risk? And the risk is always scary, but when you get the reward, it's like, I'm so glad I did that. I'm glad you did it, because if you did, I'm glad you did.
Right. And I'm glad you came in and we were like, okay, she's ready, but we don't know. I'll take her first. But she's such a sweetheart, y'all.
I am. But I can come in a little distant, or I can come in a little.
But I don't. One thing about me, I don't allow people to do that when I'm around. Like, hey, you need some help?
Oh yes, Nikisha. Let me come in and I want to speak. She's speaking.
Good morning.
And you're not gonna not speak back because how rude of you. They having a good. then you gonna not how rude. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I can have a bad day with Nikisha. It wasn't gonna work because Nikisha's gonna speak. She's like, girl, we're gonna get us some lunch. We're gonna be good.
Look, you need to talk.
Okay. Come on, let's go outside. Let's talk. Every time I'm like, I'm bounced. Come on, let's go outside. Let's go outside. And you need that. Like, you need people there that you can trust to be like that because, like I said, I am not a person that open up to people easily because I don't trust people like that. But her, I could because I knew if I really needed help, I knew she was gonna really help me. And she wasn't doing anything to be like, oh, well, let me try. It was never like that. She genuinely was trying to help me to be the best I could be at the job I had at the time. So
I just feel like I want people to do that for me. And a lot of times we don't get that, right? Mm-hmm. So
absolutely.
Let me be that person for somebody else because I know I needed it at one point.
Right.
Hey, y'all,
the cup is running over.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying, when you were talking, everything you were saying were things that we've been talking about, so it was just
like it's coming together.
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm like, I'm literally like at a loss for words. I don't.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing on the other side of it. You just gotta get a little muddy first.
Gotta get a little.
Okay. Now listen.
Heavy on the low.
We gotta have some corn, y'all. We gotta have some.
We gotta have some corn.
We gotta have some corn.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna make sure that we plug all your information in the show notes so everybody can contact you and everything. Y'all, I really don't even have an affirmation.
I don't.
At this point, my affirmation is keep going because that's for sure. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Absolutely. You got this.
Keep going. And if you're passionate about it, do it.
Right.
Do it. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't even let that supervisor that don't want to let you go to school hold you back.
It was people that I didn't even tell my plans. I just did it. Nobody. I didn't.
Sometimes you have to.
The whole 2 years that I was in grad school, nobody knew but my close people. I didn't post on social media. I just all of a sudden I did a thing. You right? Like, and that wasn't
you
for
don't
show.
I already know what I'm doing. I don't need y'all to say nothing about it. I already know. I don't even need to say nothing because if you try to say something, you ain't finna take me off track because I know where I am. I know where I am. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. Do you have the information?
I don't have anything. I have bye y'all.
Okay. Thank you again, Nikisha. We're gonna make sure we put her information so y'all can book I make pretty drinks. I can't even talk now, y'all. All her information, phone number, email, everything's gonna be in there so y'all can book her. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We will see y'all on the next episode.
Okay.
Bye.